What's up everyone, TechCloud here, and in this video I'm going to unbox my new iPhone 6 Plus. And right now you can see this is the Ooredoo packing that actually came with it. Ooredoo is basically the Qatar's largest mobile network, just like you have AT&T and Verizon in USA. So let's open and let's see what are the contents of this package. This package does include the phone itself. It came with the thank you letter, and also it came with the two 15 GB internet cards. So let's open the box and let's see what are the contents of the box and how the phone actually looks like. The box itself does not have any graphical picture, and it is a big white giant iPhone 6 Plus. As you can see, it is a 16 GB version, and this is the space gray version. And this is basically first of my devices. I have ordered one more iPhone 6 Plus with the 64 GB space, and it also will come in space gray because this is the most pleasing color to me, at least. So here you go. As you can see, the device sitting inside this box. Let's take out the device and let's look at the contents first, and then we will have a look at the device itself. And as everybody is pointing out, there is a cutout for the camera. I don't know why it is so strange, so let me also point it out. In the box you have the earpods and the lightning cable, and also you have the wall charger. This wall charger is not the one that is actually required for the fast charging. If you are not aware, then let me tell you that iPhone 6 actually does support the fast charging, and however you need the 12-watt Apple charger or some third-party charger which supports the fast charging. And other than that, it actually came with some startup guides and documentation, and also the Apple stickers. So let's look at the device itself. And as you can see, it actually came straight and it's not actually bended in any way. I wonder how people are able to bend their devices. Anyways, I don't want to go into the detail, and let's look at the device itself. Right hand side you have the power button. It is moved from the top towards the right hand side, and also you can put your SIM on this side as well. On the top you don't have anything, and on the left you have the power rocker, and also you have the mute switch. As you can see here, it came this switch actually came since the original iPhone, and it's very nice, well made and clicky buttons. Similarly, the volume buttons are also very clicky and nice, giving you a very nice and quality feel. At the bottom you have 3.5mm headphone jack, as you can see here, and you have the mic next to it, and you have the lightning port, and you have the speaker grill. This is only one speaker. iPhone actually comes only with one speaker, even if you have one grill or two grills. And on the back you have the 8-megapixel camera. This is a 8-megapixel sensor, but it has OIS also, and plus the software processing has improved, so it will actually take much better photos than the previous phones, and according to the DxOMark, it is the best camera at the moment. On the right of the camera you have another microphone which will be used for noise cancelling during the phone calls and for the stereo audio recording during the video recording. And on the right of that mic you have the dual tone flash, and this flash is pretty powerful and it retains the color pretty well. I have already powered on the iPhone, so let's go through the setup quickly. You have to select the language. I have selected English, and you have to select the country. Let me select the United States. because I'm going to use English, so I'm going to select United States. So it's going to ask you Wi-Fi password. Just enter the Wi-Fi password and connect to the internet. Now it requires actually the SIM. So before powering it on, I will recommend that you will put your SIM inside. Otherwise it will not go further in the setup process. So let's quickly just pop in the SIM, and here you go. Now I'm back on, and let's go through rest of the setup process. So once it is connected to the internet, it's going to ask you for the location. If you want to turn on the location services, then you can select turn on location services, and then you have to sign into your Apple ID. Once you are signed in, agree to the terms and conditions, and it's going to sign into your Apple ID, which will be used in your Apple App Store and also the game centers and other Apple services. So here you have the option to choose whether you want to turn on the iCloud or not. A small information regarding the Find My asks you the FaceTime addresses, your phone, your emails. I have already set up FaceTime on my different Apple devices, so it has already picked up the phone number as well as my emails. Next, you have to set up the Touch ID. Just tap the Touch ID sensor using your thumb gently, and it will take actually multiple samples of your thumb. Once it has taken enough samples, it's going to ask you to change the grip. Just change the grip and try to put the sides of your thumb on the touch sensor ID so that it will recognize your thumb under all conditions and under all grips. Then you have option, either you want to select the Touch ID for the purchases as well or not. And here you can turn on and off the iCloud keychain. At the moment I don't want to use that, so I will select the last option. Otherwise you can turn on the iCloud keychain using the iCloud security password, or you can use a second Apple device for the verification. At the end there is a selection whether you want to use the Siri or not. If you want to use the Siri, then select use Siri. Otherwise you can choose a second option. Usually I don't send the diagnostic report to the device manufacturers, so I will select here don't send. If you choose to send, you can select the first option. And since the iPhone 6 Plus has a big screen, you have two options. You can either use standard or you can use the zoom screen. As you can see in the standard, the icons are having the same size as the smaller iPhone, and it will take actually slightly less space on the screen, but the zoomed one will get a little bit bigger and the icons will come slightly closer. Similarly, the text will look slightly bigger in case of the zoomed one. Similarly, in the email, you can see the differences on your screen. So here you go, the device is all set up and powered on, and that's how the home screen looks like. And let me open the Safari quickly, and let's open CNN.com so that I can show you that how big the text will look on this screen and whether the browsing is a good experience on such a big screen or not. And right now this is the mobile website. Let me open the full website, the desktop version. Here you can see that how buttery smooth is the performance, the scrolling, and as well as the pinch to zoom works great. The text is pretty much readable in the landscape mode, and you don't have to zoom at all. Let's quickly look at the camera interface. I will actually talk about the camera interface and the camera photo quality and video quality in a separate video, but just look at the interface. It will actually able to record the 1080p videos at 60 frames per second. Now this is something new, And also the slow-mo will go to 240 frames per second now instead of just 120. And in addition to that, you have the time-lapse feature as well, which is a new addition on the iPhone camera. The iPhone 6 Plus actually came with the iOS 8.0 installed. So let's launch the Apple App Store for the first time. And the App Store has a slightly new design, and also you have the app preview feature as well, where you can actually see the apps and the games in action in form of a video. Some people believe that iPhone 6 Plus comes with the Apple apps pre-installed, but in my case actually they did not came pre-installed. However, when I opened the App Store, it gave me an option to download those apps. As you can see, these apps are freely available for all the iPhone 6 users. You can download those apps and you can take advantage of those. These apps are very nice and very productive. You might not know that I used to use my iPad for YouTube video recording and video editing and upload as well. So guys, I hope that you have liked the video. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more videos like that, and stay tuned for the other iPhone 6 Plus tech help videos, the review, the camera review and other things, as well as the gaming videos. Take care, and I will see you later. Bye.